In this chapter, we're going to discuss some fun stuff. It's not nearly as heavy as the last couple. The first thing we'll talk about is fraud, and then we'll look at ways to prevent it from happening. We'll look at internal controls as a way to make sure your cash is safe, and then how to report cash on the balance sheet. We will not be doing a bank reconciliation. Fraud is something that's a huge problem for companies. Internal controls should be put into place to prevent it, detect it, and correct it. The 5 objectives of internal controls are listed here. There are a lot of slides in this chapter. I'm going to be very brief with them because a lot of this is common sense, or I think it is anyway. The 5 objectives of internal control systems are safeguard assets, encourage employees to follow company policy, promote efficiency, ensure accurate and reliable accounting records, and comply with legal requirements. Some definitions. Control environment starts at the top with a code of ethics. Risk assessment, identify risks, and develop a plan to minimize them. Information systems. How do we enter the accounting information into the system? What system do we use? Control procedures. Examples include separation of duties, comparison, and other checks, adequate records, proper approvals, physical safeguards to protect assets from theft. Monitoring of controls. Monitoring provides eyes and ears so that no one person or group of persons can process a transaction completely without being seen and checked by another person or group. Smart hiring practices, again, common sense. Separation of duties. The person checking in the shipment isn't the person who orders the stuff. Transactions have to be approved by more than one person normally. This is part of management accounting. Create a budget and then compare actual results with expected. Make sure you keep adequate records. Again, common sense. If you don't need to be in that supply room, you don't get the key. Need to be proper approvals of purchases. Information technology usually makes things more accurate. Again, common sense. E-commerce requires a little more attention to make sure things are safe, so the company should take measures to ensure that credit card numbers aren't stolen, etc.